This is the most insane vantage point of what's happening in my yard right now. It is aquascape takeover of Kamp Kenan. The new aquascape rec pond is being built. We've got 80 of the best pond builders in the country from all over. They have descended here on my property and they've definitely torn it up, but we've got cat machines moving back and forth here. We got 3 of those. We've got executives from Cat. We've got the whole aquascape crew. Let's get down there so we can show you guys just how mental this construction project is. It's a major construction project. Our animal mission is simple. Education in action, conservation in action. This is Kamp Kenan. Oh man, so the tortoises don't seem to mind the action. We got people everywhere. My house has been invaded by aquascape contractors, executives from Cat. I mean, this is kind of a fun day. Look at this. Kate left, there was nothing here. Okay, she's got nowhere to park. I'm gonna hear it, but she'll be happy when she sees the end result. That's right. What's going on, man? We got pea gravel, river rock. It's overwhelming, and I'm the guy that they're relying on to say where it goes. It's stressful, dude. But come on, let's go over here and talk to the man of the hour. If you thought the precursor to this build was exciting, wait until you see what's going on in back. Ed, I have to butt in here real quick.
What's up?
There's Ed, he's putting out fires.
Hey, what's going on?
I don't know you, but
Tony.
Hi, Tony, it's Tony. Hey, oh, where you from?
Youngstown, Ohio.
There you go, he's from Ohio, man, there you go.
Got contractors from everywhere.
Yeah, we got contractors from all over the United States. We got the lovely team of Aquascape Corporate hanging out here. Abilene, there she is. We're gonna be serving lunches here. Look at this, my front yard. They're gonna be hanging out. All these contractors are hanging out by the aquascape ecosystem ponds that I have out front. Look at this. Kate is gonna lose her mind when she sees this.
You could have a wedding in the front yard.
It is a wedding. This is Kate. This is the wedding party that we never had.
Yeah.
With 80 of our
dreams about, right?
Yeah, it's what every girl dreams about. A torn up yard and bunch of aquascape contractors. This is nuts, but let me show you what's happening on the inside, okay? So this is like a staging area. We got, look at my garage, dude. Look at this. It's mental. Come on, but I love it. Like, I can't believe. It's really an honor, guys. Before we see it, it's just an honor. And I can't believe these guys have done this. Think about it. All these guys descended on Kamp Kenan. They believe in what we're doing. They want to see the animals in cool habitats. Wait till you see this. We're putting the river rock in the wetland filter. Look out, man. They finally started to dig out now the little inlet to the pond. So as this video continues, as this whole build evolves, you're gonna see a waterfall, a stream, and then right into this inlet for the pond.
So there's like a river that's
It's gonna be a river, man. It's like a lazy river. I'm just not, no one here is lazy, that's for sure. Look at this. We got aquascape ecosystem contractors from all over the place, man. There's Flavio, how you doing?
All right.
Awesome, man, check this out. Have you ever seen this much madness at Kamp Kenan? No. This is cool. Oh,
There's Kenan right there.
hey, check it out.
Hey, Tom,
Get over
how you
here.
doing?
There he is, man.
What is up, buddy?
All right, buddy.
This is the guy that made it all happen. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit of a lunatic, and I was right.
And it takes one to know one.
That's the truth, but man, this is just incredible, Greg. The way your team comes in here, all your CACs are certified aquascape contractors. Yeah. So you do these events all over the place, don't you?
So we have 67,000 customers that buy from Aquascape.
Okay.
300 of them are the elite, the Navy SEALs, or you know, whatever it would be. They're certified aquascape contractors. So we're not telling anybody here what to do today.
Right.
These are all guys that really know what to do. This is continuing education, and I would compare this, as you could tell, like to an Amish barn raising. We're going to be having some nice food here pretty soon. We all get together. It's like a community. So a lot of these guys I see at Pondemonium every August in Chicago, and then we try to do a couple advanced build a pond days, and then working with YouTubers like you to expose more people to ponds done right, customer served right is ultimately the goal.
It's amazing. amazing, guys. And I think, you know, you've known him now. We've been together about a year, our collaboration.
Well,
together.
1 year and 1 week.
Yeah, exactly. Was the first pond I got. That pond, you guys know, I use it all the time. It's something of a set. This is going to be the major set piece of Kamp Kenan. So we're going to be doing some crazy underwater photography, and the best part is that when we're underwater, 360 degrees around, it looks natural.
Awesome.
That's what we're all about. That's what you guys are about.
When we were kids, this is the kind of thing that you would dream of shrinking yourself up and swimming in an aquarium.
Absolutely.
This is your own aquarium that you can swim in.
You are dead on with that, and that's the truth. I know a lot of you guys out there are the same way. We are all pretty similar. He loved turtles, I love turtles, you guys love reptiles and animals, and it's just about becoming one with them. And he's really given me a Ferrari. Okay,
Ferrari pond. We would call this a PhD level water feature. The ones up the front were high school level.
Oh,
They're
boy.
nice water features. This is PhD level with a wetland filtration system and everything to work with Mother Nature, not against her.
This is just going to be amazing, man. And let's go meet some of the other guys. Thanks, Greg. I'll see you in a little bit. Greg's a lot of fun, man. All the folks are here. I met some really cool individuals. I want you to meet John. Where's John? Where's John? Oh, I don't know if he went over to Robert Arrington's place. But John is a guy out of Tennessee. He's actually building me a little peat bog in the back here. He's gonna put some carnivorous plants in it, okay?
What's that for?
I don't know, just because he loves carnivorous plants. So he's gonna go find pitcher plants, plants that eat bugs, which, if you think about it, here in Florida, that's kind of cool. We don't want a mosquito problem. Of course, we're gonna have fish that eat mosquito larvae, and just the fact that this water moves so much, it's not really a great habitat for mosquitoes. But we're gonna do that and combat it any way we can. So let's go over here and just show you guys what's going on. I mean, look at this. It is just insane the amount they've done. And you know, the reality is,
what's going on down in here now?
So if you guys,
it looks different than I expected, to be honest.
Right.
This is looking very different.
yeah, what do you think, Tom? You like it?
I like it. It's hard to, I mean, I'm very good at picturing things. It almost feels like it got smaller and it's going to get bigger.
Exactly right. Okay, so good point. So guys, it does look like it's gotten smaller because you're kind of putting in these rocks and it's really giving it a three-dimensional landscape, right? So come on down here. So what happens is, and there's a reason they build it bigger, because these rocks, of course, have a lot of volume, they take up a lot of space, but they are the foundation that is holding the pond together. So they've used all this gravel to lock the rocks together, but here's the cool thing. Is the rocks then become habitat for some of the cichlids that you know I'm going to be putting in here. And one of the key things that Ed told me about that happens, and the other aquascape guys will also say this, and I want to get Ed over here. Hey, Ed. Oh, hold on. Come here, guys. What happens is, it looks small because we're not even at the full depth, okay? Once this water rises up, it's going to be resting right about here, okay? Our depth is going to be somewhere in this area. So it's going to get bigger again. The footprint is going to be bigger again. So it's an optical illusion right now. But once water is in its capacity, it's going to be nuts.
So I have a question. So this, what we see here, is the deepest section of the pond.
That is the deepest section of the pond.
How deep is it to here right now?
That's probably a good 3 feet. 3 foot, right? There you go. That's Hank from Utah. Mark. Jesus. Hey, listen, there's 90 people here. Oops.
Come on, Hank!
I want to call, you know why I call you Hank? You look like Hank from Breaking Bad. That's what I keep getting in my head.
Is that a good show?
Yeah, it's a great show. You remind me of Hank. Dean something is the guy's name.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways.
A lot of money on clothing.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, if you're in northern Utah, they service the entire state of Utah. What's your name of your company, man?
Earth Energy Waterscapes.
Earth Energy Waterscapes. These guys are a rip. He was running the machine yesterday. We actually had to have 2 machines, 2 cats. He was operating the big old excavator here, and then the smaller excavator was being strapped to the same boulder. That boulder took about an hour and a half to get it from my driveway all the way to where it rests now. Think about how cool it is. For 15 years, it sat in the front of my driveway. Now it's got a place of honor as a destination rock.
How much do you think
in the
that thing
pond.
weighs?
3,000 pounds.
Oh.
It's massive. It was nerve-wracking. That was my sphincter when they were moving it, because if those straps bolted, it would have rolled down and fell into the bottom of the pond and just crushed all the work we did. Anyway, there's still so much more to come. Just giving you a taste. There's a lot more work to do. So fast forward to the more work. range, they're found with king cobras. Now a king cobra is called a king cobra because they eat other snakes.
What are you guys doing there? What is this?
You're absolutely right.
This is what's going to be our land bridge. So that big chunk of ADS pipe that we harvested from behind Kenan's shed, we're gonna use as our land bridge, and this will get filled with gravel, and then this will just be dirt over the top of it. So you won't even know that that bridge is there.
So this is like the river coming from the water, the wetland filter.
Yep.
Coming through. So it can pass through, animals can pass through.
Yep. There'll be some airspace from the top of water to the, I guess it would be the bottom of the top of this pipe to allow for wind-blown debris and stuff to be able to still fully pass through.
Seems like a good, inexpensive, quick way to build a bridge.
Bam! Bridge done. Come down low. Gravel and then get something.
Yeah, let's layer it up.
Back into there.
Yeah, because I don't want to go on
It'll be about 15.
All right, hey.
Yeah, you'll
all
buy them
right,
out.
so this is John. John,
Adams.
where are you from? Where are you?
Brentsville, Tennessee.
All right, where can people, if they're doing some kind of aquascape, they want an aquascape pond, they come see you, right?
Yep. So we're Modern Design Aquascaping. They can find us on Modern Design Aquascaping. They can find us on YouTube, Modern Design Aquascaping, or on Facebook.
All right, so why I wanted you to know that is because John and I, there's always some people that you just click with, and this guy's a mad scientist, okay? So what are we doing here? Tell me what's going on. What's going on?
This whole thing is a carnivorous plant bog. So somebody put this awesome log in here, and this massive rock got set yesterday. And I sat back, and that inspired me to create kind of a backdrop outside of the pond. So this whole area is going to be this peat moss. And what's going to happen is we're going to take these carnivorous plants, Venus flytraps, natural moss, whatever we can find out there in the swamp that naturally grows in this environment, and we're going to just create this little habitat back here, a microclimate inside of your amazing pond.
And it's kind of cool because, you know what, I don't know much about carnivorous plants, but it's something different. That's what's so unique about each one of these features, is there's always just something a little bit different. Obviously I've got turtles and different species of turtles, but now he's bringing another skill set, another knowledge base with this carnivorous plants. What got you into that kind of thing?
Just all about ponds. You know, we started doing water features 20 years ago, and I keep finding different things. I'm always trying to just discover something new to set the bar. What is nobody else doing?
And you got this kind of, I was teasing him about it, but you're Aquascape Artist of the Year, is that right?
Yep, we won Artist of the Year maybe 5-6 years ago.
Make no mistakes, folks, what they are doing, it's environmental art. It's recreating nature, and you know, they are being the creators of these amazing habitats. That's why I get excited. That's what's exciting you, right? When you see us do this. So basically, I don't want to step in here, right? Because I'm not going to get eaten myself, am I?
Well, you know, you can. It'll swallow you up once it gets wet. But you can see it's fluffy now. It's repellent to water, hydrophobic at first, and then once it starts sponging up from the pond water as the pond fills up, this will just basically turn almost to a quicksand. You can make like a snowball out of it, if you will. Not that you have those here, but you know,
definitely not.
That'll be the consistency of it. But once this gets growing and it's soft and all the stuff's in here, we'll put a nice log across the back to kind of frame it in. If you walk through and step right there after your pond gets full, you're gonna go knee deep down to the bottom, and you'll see where the end of the peat moss is.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna head on over to a really cool area where I'm gonna harvest some fallen logs, some rock, and hopefully we're gonna find some plants that we can put in this bog. Look at that. How do we do this? Look at that. Let's pick it up, put it on our backs. No, how would you get this? Look at this, Tom. How do we get that?
What's in there? I can't even see it.
It's a kind of a hollow base.
Oh, look at that.
Is this cypress?
Yeah, that's cypress, man.
So
And it's dead already, which is nice.
Okay, so what we're doing here is we're finding really cool logs that we can dress the pond with, you know? And here's a dead cypress that still has some good wood, but it's dead. So look at this. This is just like an amazing trunk. I don't know. What do you think, bud?
Well, here's a problem.
Oh,
There's
God,
always a
problem.
challenge.
Yeah.
Is I don't want to cut it because first of all it's super big at the bottom, and that's the most beautiful part.
Yeah.
I'd rather try to pull it with a big machine.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Yeah, but we got machines at the other place.
is to have friends with heavy machinery. Is this incredible? And the cool thing about this, folks, is this tree's already dead. So we're gonna get a really nice aged piece of cypress. We're not taking any really healthy, mature plants out of the ecosystem. So I'm happy about that. So I got my buddy Scott going to get his super cool chainsaw. We got the Bobcat. I'm pretty excited, man. This gets me going.
Where do you think this piece is going to go?
Oh, this could, you know, Ed needs a few pieces of logs for the wetland filter. He also wants a few pieces of log for the for some of the other angles of the pond, basking areas for turtles if you want it. Just as much as we can get, it'll really dress up the pond and make it look like a natural, like it's always existed. You guys love when I have a chainsaw, don't you? Get in the back.
Surprise, surprise.
Hi.
What are you thinking?
Oh my gosh.
Nuts.
I mean, this is crazy. I can't even believe that they got this much done in one day. I left for work.
That's
I
cool.
looked one way and I came home. It's completely different.
You're impressed and you're
I'm
not
so
freaking
impressed.
out? Or you're like
Well, I'm
what
taking
the?
lots of deep breaths. So, but I'm really impressed. I'm not really freaking out. I don't know if Kenan's freaking out, but I'm not.
He's freaking out with excitement. He's like a kid in a kid.
I'm sure he is. I haven't seen him yet. I haven't seen him
He's giddy
yet,
with
so-
excitement.
No,
What's going on? What happened?
There was a cherry head, the same cherry head laying eggs yesterday. That was laying eggs yesterday. Now it's laying eggs again because it probably did lay eggs there
Watch out behind you, hon.
because it didn't want that spot.
Cool.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Gotta love it. So much action going on and the animals are still being animals, so I gotta keep up with them as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay, so that was about a 2.5, 3 hour excursion to get logs. I want to see what's happened in the interim. I know Kate got home. I want to see how she's faring with all this activity here. And then I got to talk to Ed and see what he's thinking about these logs. And then it's dinner and they spare no expense. We're going to Crocodiles tonight, aren't we?
we are going to Crocodiles.
How cool is this, guys? So amazing. Oh my gosh, let's see. Looks like there's more with the wetland filter. No way.
Earlier today when we had
And looks like Ed's talking a little bit. This is insane.
and that's because we didn't want to build it up. We knew it would collapse in place. So now that we have gravel in there,
Look at Leo's getting in the middle of
the edge of
everything.
the gravel, we can start dragging that soil in place and we can start compacting
so
it.
funny.
So we're getting pretty close on that. Once that's done, I know Greg and Kenan.
Hi, how you doing?
Team, you guys, supposedly I heard you got some good pieces of some great logs.
I'd love to show it to you. We're filming right now, so I want you to come over when you're done so we can just get an idea of what you think.
Awesome.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it. So once we get,
This is so
what
cool.
we're gonna do is we're gonna finish doing the gravel, and I want to use some of those logs and stuff.
babe.
We might drop a couple of them in up in
What do you
here
think of all this?
just to kind of break up some of the edges a little bit. It's a massive volume. I like it, especially I know Kamp
Greg ain't gonna yell at me.
They're really naturalistic and logs and things like that. Breaking up the edges just to make a little bit more interest.
Can't believe this
so
is our
we're gonna go out and
backyard.
check out some of those logs. We'll use some of those. Right over here in front of where Mark's at, I kind of have a vision for a big piece going in there. Then those,
I've also got more news. Gabe is gonna, at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, I'm gonna ride with Gabe to go get some big pieces of cap rock Turns out I'm hooking his mom up with a tortoise and he wanted to repay me. So, pretty cool. So,
That might be the first time that's ever been done in the history of bartering.
Of pond building it. But I didn't anticipate it. I was just, she loves the tortoises and she wanted to have one. So we're going to send her Hercules and I'll be able to drop in on him and make sure everything's going well. It's going to be okay,
So
though.
tomorrow, start wrapping up all these different pieces where there's a lot of detail work.
So it's mental how much they got done since we were away. We were off playing in the woods trying to get rocks and dealing with our good buddy the pond guy. And look at what's happened, man. They've got a lot of the gravel put in. Look at this. Let's do a walk around. They got a lot of the pea gravel in. It's just almost completely rocked. I mean, this is incredible. They're draining the water back down so they can clean it out, and we're gonna refill it again tonight. So it's just a massive amount of work and effort by everyone here. So it is just an incredible, look at this. We even got, this is the reservoir that is gonna hold all the water as it flows over this negative edge. They're aqua blocking that. We got some vaults right there. It's gonna be plumbed. It's gonna head back to the wetland filter. I can't begin to tell you how honored I am that this is happening in my backyard, and I can't, it's just unreal the level of know-how that these folks have and what they're able to accomplish. I mean, we definitely got some of the best pond builders in the country here. Look at all this, man. Incredible rock work. Just imagine this covered with water. Our little bog is gonna be here. This piece, it sat out front of my driveway. I love to see it being used. Now animals are gonna bask on it. I can sit on it. It's gonna be cool, man. So let's keep going around. We got the logs in, but here's what I'm excited
This log looks cool. That's a cool feature right
I know, isn't that really neat? So when it gets some age on it, okay, when this thing ages, we get ferns and bromeliads and all kinds of plants growing off of it. This pond is going to be magnificent. I mean, you can already tell. But we'll check this out. I don't know if you folks have seen this. Right here is going to be a tunnel. They're going to rock this in. I mean, they got so much done. It's my tunnel and land bridge. I'll be able to get a wheelbarrow over this. I mean, this is cool. We're going to be able to access this area. We're going to landscape this whole place. These guys are just non-stop rock and roll, man. And we aren't even done. We still got electric, pumps, plumbing. It's going to be mental. And we only have Thursday and Friday. That's 2 more days left. These guys are animals. I'm glad they're on my side right now. Holy smokes, man. All right, until tomorrow. We'll see you.
This is a test nest, and she doesn't have any in here. I checked.